What's up, what's up? Welcome back. So we are going to cover the expected moves for the market this week. Futures did open red. So I already got, it's called TOS? Rhymes with POS. Anyway, I do love this broker for their options chain as much as I do like to make fun of them. Their charts are absolutely horrible. This is Thinkorswim. I think their data is awesome, though. So right now, Tesla's looking at 1671. We're going to do Tesla, IWM, QQQ, and the SPY. So let's just get up IWM 466, QQQ 889. So I gotta keep looking down because my keyboard, for some reason, I have a keyboard tray on this desk. Never used it. Finally put my keyboard there. So everything's weird. Move the webcam down. Everything's just down, like the market. All right. As far as SPY goes, 767. Let's chart that out. So we did reject. Some people think it's because of the China spy balloon. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we rejected there last week. Thursday we ran up, couldn't get above it, right? So we actually closed under the zone. This would actually be a type 1 short. This would be a type 2 short. Your stop would be above this wick if you were going to short this market. So here's Thursday, here's Friday, and then today we opened up, we're down, we're kind of bouncing right now. Ultimately, we are still inside just all of Thursday, which we'll talk about on the Don Fraud show. If this is like your first time seeing this Don Fraud trading, everything's just pre-recorded to the point. There will be real estate stuff like that on this channel, Don Fraud show. We'll talk about this live. So, not that means much, but we'll see if we break below that. Really a pullback into that gray zone would just be a dip buy, keeping this trend alive. A further just a downtrend, solid leg down. These two are bright yellow for a reason, and that is because that is just where I would really like things to pull back to. So just real quick, we're gonna make everything just, we're gonna fade this all the way down so everything is easy for everyone to pay attention to and catch. Bright yellow for a reason. Where's this? There we go. That already faded down enough? Go a little more. This one's catching everyone's attention. Alright, so these two should jump out at you. If I ever do make a zone brighter, that is, there's a reason. So I should have a playlist on both of my channels called How to Trade. The video should be on both, but there's a 1% stop loss the correct way and a perfect entry types video. Explains how I trade around these zones. Remember, I don't have a long or a short-term bias. I have an income bias. So as long as the market's headed in one direction, I'm just going to be on that direction. I find it really having a bias beyond what the market is telling you is really rather foolish. People love to say you just got to believe in the ticker or something like that. It's all weird. I would rather just believe in making money and my P&L going up. Alright, so SPY was 767. So last week we did get outside of it, reined it right back in. Right there. It was February 10th. Now that everything's down, I feel like everything's in my way. Like my microphone's in the way. I do a whole lot of moving around. Alright. We're on SPY? Yeah, wow. Should fudge that up just a tad bit. So not a big... Now last week we priced it was like a $9 move. It's like $9.40. It's just over. We had earnings. We had Powell. I guess now we're kind of back down to a. You can call that a quieter move, a little more chill move. That probably would land us right around that gray zone, just going one standard deviation down. And then overall, I know the bears will be excited, talking about how it's just a bear market rally, but that trend will still be intact until we do break it. That yellow zone should land us somewhere right around here. At that point, that would just be, again, here's your high, your higher high, your higher low, your higher high. We're looking for a higher low, somewhere right around there. Fibonacci people would be great. Your Elliott wave people would think that's awesome. I'm sure your indicators of price oversold at that time on some smaller time frames. So overall, that would just be a nice little higher low. So that's why I have that yellow zone highlighted. I wouldn't really worry about it until that breaks. If that does break and we do get them coming all the way down here, I'd say at that point we're at a horizontal market. It's anyone's game. We break that, there's likely to be some catalyst to get it to go that low. All right, so Qs. While it's not magic, just close right at this level. This is, and more often than not, this is how it'll pan out. When we get outside this move, we're going for that 2 spot. We're going to melt up. This is delta hedging. Or we rein it back in. They don't really know. Imagine a market maker has to go to their desk, turn an algo on, but they're lazy. So sometimes they don't want to do it. Sometimes they do, and they just bring it back. Say, hey, I don't want to do that. Just bring it back. So Q's was 889. Can you guys see just me looking to the side like that? 889. Close enough. Puts us right at last 2 standard deviations of last week. Close enough. Interesting. So even 1 standard deviation down, we are pricing in just still a higher low, and the bull trend still intact. That's kind of where I'm at for this week. 2 standard deviations down. We would probably need a catalyst. Something bigger than a balloon. I think we quit spying on people with balloons a long time ago. Spies usually use drones, satellites, actual spies that you don't know are spies. A lot of other methods, and you typically don't know who they are. But if you truly believe that was a China spy balloon and they got all your information, then I guess World War III is right around the corner. You should probably prepare for that. Hold accounts and puts or something. Well, that would suck if it panned out. You'd be very rich if that happened. We hung out right here in the middle on IWM. Alright, so this is what, 466? Oh, come on. There we go. Boom, right on the dot. Again, we're not really fighting over pennies on this. This is just kind of where things get spicy. Inside this level, it's you and the market movers. You versus the institutions. It's a big battle. Nothing's priced in, or whatever you think. And then we get outside. It's you, the market movers, and the market makers. There's algorithms being turned on. So there's a third party involved here. So that's when things get spicy. We're either reining it back in, or we're going for that 2 spot. We see that delta hedging taking place with any kind of volatility, and things get weird, things get crazy. So when we get outside, that's time to mind your P's and Q's. Not that you shouldn't have a plan anytime you're in this market, but outside of that, you definitely should, because that's how you can get run over, especially if you're doing anything like 0 days to expiration or any of the gambling type stuff. That's where things get spicy, that's for sure. So I guess I'll wrap it up here. That's my thoughts. I do think we're pulling back this week. By all means, I hope we do. Got a lot of cash sitting on the sides that I would like to buy in my long-term account. As far as my weekly growth account, so if you guys, the 2 links in the description down below are, there's a Teachable link and a Patreon link. Teachable, that's just a course. Right now it's options and supply and demand. So if you don't know this, I do encourage you to get that. But the Patreon link, there's 2 links, Tier 1, Tier 2. Tier 1 is a weekly growth account. So I put $150 in every week, and I tell you guys everything I'm buying. If you did it just for the month of January, you'd be up $150 right now. And Tier 1 costs $5. Tier 2 is the mentorship, where you're in the private chat with me all day. We do the daily streams, and I kind of talk about what I'm in as a trader and everything we're doing there. So those are the 2 links. Anything outside of that, guys, is not me. So if you found me on a different website, it's probably just a scam. I think with AI, these scams are going to get ridiculous, so I am harping a little bit more. I'm not a salesman. I don't pitch these links there all the time, but I've had a lot of just fake me's pop up out of nowhere. And I even said, I think that's an actual human because of its talking back. But now I'm starting to think it's more a chat GBT style, more an AI thing. So just remember, I will not reach out to you. I will reply to you if you reach out to me, but I will not reach out. And I hope your crypto experience is great, but I'm never going to ask you in a Discord. So I'll wrap it up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the Don Franz Show. Have a good one.